Alright, the words we can tell about is the people influence over the young causes, how they spend their time, and overall, the people of the world, themselves, want to enjoy the more free time, the more time they can be creative. The people who want to really creation of the things, different kind of the type of the things of use, depending on the people and persons. But in general, people all are some kind of the sense or the willingness or the importance needed for the general to be kind of creative and people think and doing a different kind of the action and adjacent. So this kind of thing, people are basically, there is all of a chance to make the people lazy and people are willingness to do some things and so. But in general, the human kind of the form of human condition try to of course enduring of themselves. And a kind of the point of the war have been become this that again the way how you talk. Have you ever myself have I ever tried to find a new kind of change of how the way I talk, then if nobody would be able to notice. Just is it something my lack of the words or my lack of the simple speaking skill? What is it? Do I need to better grammar or what kind of to making me more understand? So it's practically I was some kind of the starting point where to begin of using when I do witness it people doesn't through over years but they have acquired a couple of language skill on 20 years from a birth except native speakers, and then they really not really much anymore develop over any kind of skill anymore of they very much get in a stable plateau the phase on the rest of the adults who were pretty much they obviously they gotta get acquire much more vocabulary bigger pressure, but basic speaking skill and the way how they talk is pretty much unchanged at the rest of their own lives. And this is one of the things is what the people can really acquire more of the typical language skill and how they use it. And monoform is one of the things the people use it only one way. One way the monoform Jason. One of the I was thinking about was the behavioral patterns. And Jason the humans itself are like one role of the type of people are simple one type of the personality or identity, and therefore the people as the one form of identity are only going to one kind of the things in their life overall, and and therefore lack of the variety when it comes to different kind of action in their lives, and when they lack of the different action in the overall distance and over the time and over the things change during the pains, and the people itself is losing all the life the distance follows on the pain of during a price. And you will be yourself is to fight it and price. Alright, so here my word is my front of the camera. In the front of camera, I am the king, I am the creator, I am the force, I am the power. You got the power, you are abusing your privileges. Privileges of power to give in a kind of choice. You want to be bad dictator, you're just dictator kind of the very narcissist persons. The persons who are just the people go to taste. But when they have a real world, less power over the bigger issues that general and administrative in some few the most useful the things in the world, like some things such as people might be getting a little bit off it or this kind of thing. So this makes them think that they are kind of the person with the kind of the ability, so kind of the right, some kind of the bigger indication. You just gotta rush in and just say hello and do the things, but you gotta be also doing. One thing is when it's doing innovation, the products of work, how much waste, again a whole much waste. This kind of thing should be like a repetition over it issue each of us. But one of the thing is repetition itself over all the things. And one of the things is the human life before kind of the way the human itself have been accomplished that the human try to avoid repetition in any kind of form, because the human itself in the nature to find the variation, alteration, diversity itself as a weird to it and the things to be getting achievable. But this itself it doesn't make any sense in the normativity itself. when normativity humans are looking forward to world with everybody have a similar values and similar kind of type of the paying. In addition, this kind of simple thing when war have been pushed towards the monocultural mono way of the traditional living. It's not accepted or any will the will and desire that in this kind of the in a world that any kind of other kind of behavioral patterns or every kind of the existence, every human themselves have to be there are subjected or their forces subjected to the similarity between each others. One of the things is disadvantage is in some kind of ways is when people are civilized and it is that they themselves cannot really get it, they get the fingerprint of the identity personality. So the people who themselves are very much one type of the speech, behavior, what kind of the things and a price, themselves that those people at longer distances. Longer distances they have the type of the abilities which they kind of be themselves removed forward. Isn't it so easy that you have some ready text there and you don't need to actually think of any of your content of the speech, but you just can simply repeat the text from a transparent text. Something like you guys have been just learning when it's just a very 5 years over a year age to what you're doing in a school. It's very same thing. You really haven't to be learning 20 years anything else than just reading for the pre-made text from otherwise. Instead of yourself using your mind to create the speech, just using your own vocabulary instead of the other people are doing, putting in order and this kind of the order of the speech or the text. And therefore, it's so much easier that all these lazy people that doing this kind of the easy things are training. And it's just on time sake of the boredness and tiredness and inability to get it, be a creative, be a simple, able, or willingness of the ability to wanting, a willingness another thing. Even willing to try out, you're doing the best what you could, the rest is what you have. And it's just doing it, trying at last anything. And trying not doing is to make it as simple as the person itself or some kind of the will, of course, to be will of the try to conduct and the will of the accepting that the thing is what they are is what they might be looking after, giving up that opportunity. So plenty of the control over. One of the things is the cameras doesn't forever last. The more you use, you gotta be ready to give it up to any kind of the moment when kind of situation will be necessarily needed for that kind of situation. And simple doing these things forever, doing that thing forever might be not possible in the condition after. Alright, example, some kind of gesture, but because alarm, get it up there. Alright, you made a plan of the time, and people are the ones to plan it time. The people must plan of obviously the present of the day, one or the today, the present of tomorrow, present of the next hour, the most importantly, or the next minute. And this kind of the planning itself is obviously the most the simplest form or the most basic form of the planning, simple planning of the life change. Of course, there is a longer time distance to planning of the things. What happened not only tomorrow, but in the 10 years and over 100 years, so for eternity of the time. And this kind of the thinking is obviously to avoid the person itself gaining control over his own life for a longer term of the time, and not to be so dependent of the system as it should be able to have to be able to be subjugated from out to far. And the humans as average has benefited their times. And I'm going to just my next episode, it's of coming here, this kind of changes. Web logs, to say. I mean, the people doesn't pay. There's plenty of the content, yes, but the same content. So the question is, it's just more like entertainment and it's poor because there's no invention. Almost hardly anybody doing it. That's